Only 110,000 children live with gay parents. Children with same-sex parents are considered a minority, with the percentage of children being about 1. However, the number of children being adopted by gay couples has increased rapidly. Mississippi and Utah are the only two states where same-sex couples cannot legally adopt children at all. The idea of two people of the same sex raising children together, let alone being in a relationship with one another, is a controversial issue because while some believe that there is nothing wrong with that family structure, others believe that a family should consist of a mother and father. Gay couples should be given the right to adopt children because they are just as capable of raising them as straight couples. There are no more financial, emotional, or physical differences in the raising of a child by a gay couple than a straight couple. The issue that arises is children being adopted by same-sex couples. The issue's relevance in today's society is becoming more and more prominent. States have become increasingly accepting of gay and lesbian couples. These states are allowing marriage to take place between two people of the same gender as well, showing improvement in approval rates from the past. From the article Adoption Law, Hollinger states that adoption in the United States creates the status of parent and child between individuals who are not each other's biological parent or child. Since potential adopters have no biological rights to the children, adoption is a way for parents to feel like a family with their partners and children. The adoption process is facilitated through the state, with the only group licensed to grant adoptions today being state courts. Before the 1850s, formal legal adoptions were not usually recognized. Joseph Denning, author of Adoption by Lesbians and Gay Men, A New Dimension in Family Diversity, found no significant difference between children raised by homosexual versus heterosexual parents. The ultimate influential factor affecting the outcomes of adolescents is not the sexual orientation of their parents, but rather the quality of the relationship and care between the parents and children. Having found this to be true, Denny makes it clear that homosexual couples adopting children can be as successful parents as a heterosexual couple. The relationship and care between the parent and child is the most important factor in being raised. Nothing else should matter when it comes down to who is raising a child. Joseph Denny makes another great point by stating that gay and lesbian parents are just as effective of handling the stresses of adoption, despite lacking support for issues specific to gay parenting, such as the stigma and secrecy that adoptees can encounter. This shows the reader that these types of couples do not get much support in the adoption process due to their sexual orientation. However, they are still able to accomplish their goal of successfully adopting a child and starting a family. This shows how important these children are to gay couples. They work as hard, if not harder, to go through the process of adopting children. Research performed by Justin Lavner, Jill Waterman, and Latita Ann Peplaw focuses on the parenting of children by gay and straight couples. These researchers found that gay and lesbian couples were raising children who were from more diverse backgrounds. One possibility is that gay and lesbian parents are simply more open to diversity in all forms and thus are willing to take children with higher levels of background risk and who are of a different race. This study shows that since opportunity to adopt by gay and lesbian couples is so limited, they are less likely to discriminate when choosing a child to adopt.
I think it might not be apparent to people first off that we're a family.
Stand up.
We've led our lives as individuals and as a couple, and now as a family, pretty, it's a cliche to say, but kind of out and proud. We've never shied away from interacting with society, and we've never felt like we need to exclude ourselves. What's a lion say? Rawr. Studies right now do show that children of same-sex parents do face a little more discrimination than others.
Good job.
But like Diego said, first and foremost, they see a beautiful child who's happy and healthy, and then when they make the connection that he has two dads, then by that point they've already fallen in love with how cute he is. So we've been pretty fortunate.
Wow. You want to wrestle?
One of the discriminations that we face is in Michigan, only one parent can legally be acknowledged by the state, so only one of us is legally not acknowledged. So that presents some fears that if there's ever a medical emergency, only one of us has the authority to act on his behalf.
There are so few states where they do have legal second parent adoption. Where I'm from, New Mexico is one of those states.
I hope that by the time he's older, that society will have changed enough and he won't face that. You just go into any school or any grocery store or any place in America especially, and just the diversity of families. I think also, though, what makes a child happy and healthy is just to have loving parents, family support network, whatever that form that comes in. It's the love and support that you show them.
While there are two sides to the controversial issue of same-sex couples adopting children, the pro side has a more child-oriented view. This argument brings up the idea that children do not suffer by being adopted by gay couples. The most important thing when it comes to children being adopted has nothing to do with what type of couple is going to raise them. The most important aspect of adoption is that the children being adopted grow up in a happy and safe environment. With so many children waiting to be adopted, the limitation put on those that can adopt is causing the number of children needed to be adopted to stay stagnant. Frank Gill and Anita Bryant found that adoption processes do not bar parents with a history of crime, violence, or drug abuse, but does bar gay individuals, however crime-free, stable, and skilled at parenting, from adopting. Facts like these show that many have doubts that children could be raised by gay couples. Instead, they can be placed with unstable and unsafe people. Roadblocks like these are ultimately stopping children from being placed into